Hey guys, Sparrow here today, and today I'm going to be confirming what I will be reading for the month of Macabre, and possibly some fanfics coming down the road. So, the month of Macabre first reading will be released on October 18th, and it will be called The Well by Blue Colton. This guy is absolutely amazing with his horror stories, and it's focused around AJ and Apple Bloom. It's just a classic horror story, and that will be the first one released on October 18th. I will release a trailer for like the release dates later on, I have to thank Scribbler, Derek Pony, and Reverb Brony. I think that's the three for this intro. I actually got to be part of a Google document and got to work with a whole bunch of other famous fanfiction writers and some not so famous writers, but who cares? It's a whole community. Anyways, back to Month Macabre. Second story will be a mixture of three stories. It's a trilogy by Alyssa Hartwick that she wanted to name the Diary series, but I'm going to name it probably something else. I'm not sure what yet, but because it's three stories packed into one. The first one is called Dear Diary, and it's focused around Sweetie Belle. The second one was called Dear Rarity, and the third one was called Dear God. They're each written in different point of views, and the first one actually might be read by a totally different person. It will be Dark Knight Princess. She voiced three characters for the third reading, which is done as unlisted. So, yeah. But the combination one, the three stories in one, that will be released probably on October 25th. Then the last one will be 28 Pranks Later, The Aftermath, which is by me. That will be released on Halloween. The 28 Pranks Later one is already done. It's just sitting unlisted. Some people have already gotten to see it. The people that were involved in it and a friend of mine have gotten to see it because I gave them permission. The only people who have seen it are Jade Hunter, Dark Knight Princess, and Mark Hyder, and myself, of course, because I created it. As for the fanfics coming down the road, I'm actually thinking about writing a Cadence Starkfish. I don't know if it's going to be a Darkfic or a Grimdark. Because let me explain the difference between a Grimdark and a Darkfic. Darkfics can be classified in a whole bunch of ways. Like, I can write a action story and put one part in there that is just overstepping the lines a little bit. That would be considered a Darkfic, because it's got some dark content in it. Simple. When with Grimdark, a Grimdark, the term Grimdark means no happiness whatsoever. You read any Grimdark, it's not going to be a happy story. I've told people this before, but do they listen? No. And to be honest, I don't care, because how I deal with haters is I give them this finger right here, and then just say screw you and walk away. That's literally how I deal with haters. So, and I'm sorry if I don't sound awake, because I'm not. I've only had one cup of coffee, and I need another one, which is over there. But I want to write a Cadence one. I'm not sure if it will be Grimdark or Darkfic. I'm thinking about making it possibly Grimdark, and having it kind of be associated with King Sombra a little bit. Maybe jump into the comic story of Cadence's mother and how she died. That's right, a character dies in the comics. How Cadence's mother died in the comics, I've actually seen this, is she tried to make Sombra good, and Sombra did not agree with that, and turned her into a crystal statue, broke her into bits and pieces, then spread one part of the statue to one place and to every single part of Equestria, one part being in each of those places. Like, let me put it this way, a statue being broken in the United States and 50 pieces being and every piece being put in a separate state. That's kind of what I'm talking about. But literally, uh, Sombra overkills Cadence's mother in the freaking comics. So maybe have some relation with that or something. I know people on Facebook wanted a Luna Dark fic, but there's really nowhere to go with Luna because Luna has just got the same cliche stories. I mean, the only ideas you can come up with are so cliche as hell. And I really don't want to go cliche. So, I don't know. Maybe there might be a Cadence one coming up. I'm not sure. As for the 28 Pranks Later thing, I'm working on one right now called Twilight's Transmissions. What it is it's a continuation off of the aftermath and what happened in the 28 days of after the virus was exposed. There's only 3 chapters out right now, but this is going to be pretty easy to write. Then there will be another one called 28 Pranks Later, 56 Days Later. This one will be a little longer and more descriptive, rather than a transmission type of thing. Also, I don't know, there's a lot of things to come. I'm also writing a fanfic about my OC Inky Heart story. He is the stallion that you see in every one of my videos, all my reactions. His story is pretty sad and pretty dark. So, I'll give you guys just a little synopsis on his life. Basically, he was born with a cutie mark, and as he grew up, he just got more strange in many ways. Like, occurrences would happen where some strange things would happen, and it's going to play into the story. At age 5, he actually got a journal for his birthday, and he was able to actually gain a talent of writing, much like myself. I write a lot of stories. But at age 16, he developed a new talent, which is psychokinesis. Which, if you don't know what that is, that's basically what Matilda could do. She could pick objects up with her mind. Then at age 21, he develops the ability to read minds. I can't think of what it's called right now. Telepathy, that is it. Telepathy is the ability to read minds. And he only discovers this by hearing every single inhabitant of the town that he lives in going through his head. He doesn't realize it until later on when he reads a book about it. And it takes him 4 years to actually learn how to control it. But his story really doesn't kick off until he turns 30, when a mayor comes into town. So it's kind of similar to Beauty and the Beast, but it's he's got a darker story, much darker. But it's not going to be like grimdark or anything. It's more like a slice of life story. So expect more updates for that. But yep, guys, that is the month of Macabre reading list that I have got, along with some future fanfics coming up. The Cadence fanfic will probably be, I don't know, more toward maybe next year. I don't know. It all depends on how things go and how things work out. So, yeah. Also, I might be doing less reactions because you guys don't know how hard it is to do these reactions. I mean, I love doing them, don't get me wrong. I love doing the reactions, but yesterday when I was doing freaking Friendship is Musical, you don't know how bad I wanted to punch my computer. Because it kept saying, this file is corrupted when it wasn't. And so I had to keep downloading files over and over and over again until I finally almost broke the hard drive. Ugh, it was so annoying. So, less reactions, more readings is probably what I'm trying to say here. I've also learned how to make my audio sound a little better, courtesy of Dark Knight Princess. Thank you very much for that. She actually taught me how to use the noise reduction tool. So when you guys hear my readings, you're gonna hear less filter in the audio. Like the parts where I'm pausing and all that stuff, you're not gonna hear like an open air filter type of sound. You're going to hear clear. It's going to sound 10 times better. Trust me. So for Month of Macabre, the Well, the mixture of the three dear Diary Rarity and God stories, and 28 Pranks Later are the 3 stories. So yeah, I will release a trailer for that sooner or later when I get off my lazy ass to do it. So yeah, I need some coffee, guys. So I'm gonna end the video here. Until next time, it's all for now. Like, comment, subscribe for more. And until next time, take care. Spirit out for now. Bro.